From our experience and from a sales enablement perspective, you need to focus on 3 key areas: enabling your salespeople, creating relevant and timely content, and coaching for success. Let's look at each one of these in a bit more detail. Firstly, let's look at the implications you are facing around enabling your sellers. Key to your sales success is identifying and prioritizing the right buyers who are most likely to buy from you. Only when you understand who this buyer is, how they buy, and most importantly, knowing how much of your information they already have, can you begin to craft a solution for them that has value. Internally, this may mean training or retraining your salespeople on key aspects of your sales approach and methodology. It could involve creating new and relevant content and would probably include a fair amount of mentoring and coaching. Buyers want you to help them make their purchasing decision, not by being pushy and aggressive, but by being a trusted resource and subject matter expert on your offering and the value that it can bring to them. So focus more on preparing your salespeople on being educators, thought leaders, and subject matter experts who give buyers that 30 to 40% of information that they need in order to commit to buy from you. Secondly, let's look at some of the challenges in creating relevant and timely content. For buyers today, their online experience with your company and your social presence is everything. Their first impression matters, and it starts with your website, which should be visually appealing to the buyer, inviting them to engage with your content which should be organized, load quickly, and easily navigated. Further, it must be mobile friendly, and off the bat it should answer the majority, if not all, of their questions. In addition, responding to inquiries quickly, being helpful, offering recommendations and content that they are looking for will also help to make the experience memorable. Targeting anyone and everyone as a potential buyer is an expensive and inefficient way to do business. New buyers no longer want to be bombarded with advertising messages, and they certainly don't want to have your salespeople pushing your messaging in front of them when they are already familiar with what it is that you do. If your marketing strategy is not targeting this new buyer, you may need to think of limiting, possibly even temporarily stopping your traditional advertising approach. Instead, rather focus on educating the buyer on the value that you can bring to them. In today's challenging sales environment, the well-known saying, "content is king," should possibly be adapted to reflect the reality in which your salespeople find themselves. Perhaps the saying should be interpreted as, "your public content is king." In either case, your content, including social media, should always center around the client, attracting and inviting potential buyers to want to read and/or download the content. Your content strategy should be quickly adaptable to include the requests made by social media, thought leadership, sales, real-time marketing, customer service, and recruiting teams. There's never been more demand for the continued creation, refinement, repurposing, and reformatting of your content. Thirdly, let's look at one of the most overlooked aspects of being successful, and that is coaching. The most crucial aspect to ramping up the productivity of salespeople in any organization is the training process. The problem all too often is that when the training is done, so is the coaching and reinforcement, and that's actually a big problem. Appropriate, timely, and relevant training may increase effectiveness by around 30%, but without focused coaching after the sales training, there could be as much as an 85% drop-off in acquired knowledge. The fact is, coaching is by far the most effective investment in improving your salespeople's performance, and if done correctly, can help boost you or your team's performance by around 20%, and that would reflect directly on your bottom line. Eli Cohen, the CEO of Saleshood, says that it's no secret companies are wasting billions of dollars every year on sales training that's costly, ineffective, and inefficient. 95% of what is trained in a workshop is forgotten because of poor reinforcement, certification, and best practice sharing. Besides coaching being used for your professional and organizational goals, it should also be seen as an opportunity to focus and progress your personal goals by exploring ideas and having a candid conversation with an unbiased thinking partner. An all-round seller with confidence is a more successful seller. Whether you're large or small, we believe in working with you to effect change and solve the critical business issues facing you. We provide a focused range of services and solutions to help organizations like yours to facilitate change, achieve your vision, and optimize performance and productivity. Contact us today. We look forward to changing the game with you.